But the market is sending every indication that Republicans will take a stance strongly in favor of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and the current administration, while Democrats will try to find common ground and abandon their stubborn stance. Donald Trump, the former President of the United States, temporarily had more than $10 million in on-chain crypto assets on Monday, mostly influenced by Trump, his biggest token holding. The portfolio of Trump's crypto assets surpassed $10 million on May 27th, according to blockchain intelligence firm Arkham. Trump's portfolio had a record high of $13.24 for May 7th. The joke coins, which Trump reportedly owns in the amount of 579,000, saw a 53% increase in value last week because to Trump's crypto endorsements, according to Arkham. He stated on May 25th that he had a very positive and open-minded attitude towards Bitcoin businesses and anything else connected to the emerging industry. The Trump 2024 campaign opened a cryptocurrency donation website on May 21st. Even though cryptocurrency markets fell in the early hours of May 28th, Trump's price had risen to $9.5 million. There was also the August launch of MAGA, a nonprofit effort with the goals of protecting children and donating to American soldiers. It is not associated with or supported by Donald Trump in any way, even though it bears the name of the previous president. Since MAGA's introduction, U.S. veterans have received 234.75 ETH in child trafficking prevention. It has received 24.5 ETH, according to the official website. At the moment, 4,642 ETH, or almost $1.79 million, are in Donald Trump's possession. It throws every model for a loop. It's as if you simply need to reevaluate all of your assumptions once things become political. And this becomes exceedingly political. Therefore, this is my opinion. 2 weeks prior, I believe. At one point, it appeared as though the Wall Street elite would securitize and market Bitcoin as a spot ETF as the sole legitimate cryptocurrency asset. The current best-case scenario is that the crypto asset class is legitimized and has the backing of both major parties. There's a market for it. Cryptocurrency is a type of asset. There's a wide variety of applications: DeFi, decentralized functionality, digital art, NFTs, tokens, and digital trading around the clock. After much deliberation and with the advent of a more transparent light, Bitcoin will emerge as the preeminent cryptocurrency. Is this good for Bitcoin? You could ask after taking a look. I believe it's beneficial for Bitcoin. In fact, I believe it would be beneficial for Bitcoin as we have the full backing of the crypto sector and are thus politically far more powerful. Their political clout is high, their user base is large, and they provide Bitcoin with an additional layer of protection. Instead of suggesting that one should invest 1% of their wealth in a single cryptocurrency, I believe it would be a poor strategy. There is a new crypto asset class, and traditional investors may say, we'll allocate 5% or 10% of the crypto asset class, with Bitcoin accounting for 60% or 70% of that allocation. To that end, I believe it has the potential to hasten institutional adoption. The more refined approach would be to propose a novel concept. For example, what is the use of Bitcoin? Oh, your loved ones will benefit from it. Is there anything other? It will benefit your business? Is there anything other? Your bank will benefit, I hear. Is there anything other? It will benefit your state. Is there anything other? It will benefit your town, your nation will benefit from it. Is there anything other? Are you saying that you'd like to go to war? Win the conflict with its help. So you're not on board with X. That will benefit your political party. Is winning an election your goal? Doing so will increase your chances of victory. Am I correct? Can you tell me what Bitcoin is? Do you think Bitcoin is beneficial for you? You may be the best version of yourself with the help of Bitcoin, which is empowering technology. I believe that. The Republican administration's stance on Bitcoin was murky in 2020. They may have been leaning against it at one point. The cryptocurrency itself was volatile. After Gensler and the Democrats took office, the government apparently changed its mind about Bitcoin, shifting its stance from banning it because it was a dollar-threatening digital currency to viewing it as a digital commodity. There's no need to outlaw speculative assets as they can't be compared to the dollar to legitimize it. As a digital asset and commodity was Gensler's first contribution. I believe Gensler has always believed in the Bitcoin vision and appreciates Satoshi. We are aware of this since I have listened to every one of his MIT lectures. His entry point was thus an admirer of Bitcoin as a digital good, Proving that proof of labor is better than proof of stake is what followed in a very Gensler-like fashion. So I'll give you the good news: Gensler has made some important contributions. As a digital commodity, he, legitimized Bitcoin. To build something decentralized, he demonstrated it to the world. He brought up Satoshi and how the immature idea is the correct guiding principle. He clarified why it is not a smart idea to proceed to proof of stake and mentioned that staking is likely an investment contract. After that, he exhibited extreme caution and delayed Bitcoin's integration into the ecosystem for some time. The approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs will not come until January of 2024 at the latest. However, the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs was the most consequential event in this saga. The divide was crossed when it was said that Bitcoin is not an asset class worth multi-hundred billion dollars, but rather an asset class worth $10 to $100 trillion. It was a 10x to 100x increase. That is what this administration gave us. Meanwhile, though, the CC has been, in my opinion, extremely obstructionist and a conflict with the whole cryptocurrency business, and aren't we all aware of that? Taking legal action by suing numerous entrepreneurs and all cryptocurrency exchanges? Also, what was missing? We received something quite passive. What exactly is it? As if the CEO were to embrace Bitcoin in a minimalistic way. Under protest, very hesitant to embrace. Additionally, a couple of events served as catalysts. Options trading on these spot ETFs has been delayed by the SEC, which has denied the request. They're being held back by it. As a result, those will arrive 1 or 2 years after they should. Why don't you authorize the options for the same spot ETFs if you think Bitcoin is a spot asset? The SEC subsequently rejected in-kind creations. Because of this, exchanging Bitcoin for the ETF is not an option. Consequently, spot ETFs are subpar due to both of those factors. Subsequently, the SEC proposed SAB 121, which rendered Bitcoin custody unfeasible for banks. Thus, we achieved the bare minimum in Bitcoin acceptability. The bare minimum I can do to legitimize it is to let banks hold it, allow individuals to hedge it, and eventually allow them to trade Bitcoin for securities. They were denied these items that would ordinarily be considered regular and customary in any other asset. It follows that we are moving at a glacial pace. So what do you say to an industry's 400 million backers? And the whole sector as a whole must simply shut down. I see. For the crypto business, that is an extremely negative and obstructionist viewpoint. The third thing that happened was that there were a lot of banks. Rumor has it that some banks shelled out $100 million or more to prepare for Bitcoin custody. A number of financial institutions are prepared to spend money, so that's good. Then, for no apparent reason, Section 121 arbitrarily takes away their capacity to do it. Apologies, but SAB 121 refers to Wall Street, so that's why I brought up the SAB 129 discussion. All four of these groups, bankers, crypto advocates, Bitcoin supporters are united on this problem. Therefore, the administration's stance is that they will aggressively veto the Section 121 repeal. Bitcoin, Wall Street, crypto, and the banks are now essentially at odds with the administration. Am I correct? Plus, there was the pent-up annoyance that built up over 4 years. As if that weren't bad enough, there are litigation pending against Uniswap and MetaMask, which led many to believe the ETH ETF would be rejected when it comes up for approval. Even as recently as 2 weeks ago, we were all expecting a denial. Everyone, including Ethereum, was under the impression that the entire consensus would reject it. That concludes the matter. The bill is brought before the House and approved. After that, it goes to the Senate for final approval. I can't believe it. Godzilla then enters the room and the Trump card, is Trump. And Trump becomes involved with cryptocurrency and Trump ends up siding with cryptocurrency.